one of the greatest slogan for students. Operation P out, eh? Operation B out, Operation C out, Operation B out, no Operation A out. This last one is very important, yeah? As you are approaching the exam, you are not made of D. Neither are you made of D, nor are you made of C or D, eh? But you belong to no Operation A out, yeah? Yes, so have a lot of confidence as you approach that exam. You have done quite a lot of papers, boy and girl. You have had a lot of teachers in your classes who have taught 1 or 2 3 years. We have given you quite a lot of papers in the recent 1 or 2 weeks. A very good candidate by now, you ought to have gone through papers from 2014 to 2024. I believe you have your MS, you are very familiar. Eh? Yeah, you ought to have gone through papers between 2014 and 2024. The last 10 years. They give you a trend in terms of content setting. Yeah, sometimes I try to go through with candidates to compare papers. The last 10 years gives you the trend. The last 4 years makes it closer so that you can make some comparison. As you revise, there are areas that you have to stress on. If you check through those papers we gave you last, there are areas that appear similar. It's not a coincidence that they are similar. There are areas that are grown offensive. And we have pronounced them so much in your classes, so it means you have to be very serious about it. Another thing, there are at times usually candidates forget they have calculators, they forget they have geometric concepts, and they equally forget they have mathematical tables. Those 3 tools are not for granted. When a question says evaluate, the question does not want you to use a mathematical table, but it requires you to use a calculator. Unless it goes ahead and asks you to evaluate without using it. Those are what we call exam rubrics. If I just say evaluate, log 10 plus log 50. I am aware you are a candidate and you have a calculator. So it is in order to take your calculator and press log 10 plus log 50 and you get the answer. It means you must have understood what the question wants you to do. Understand it. It's one of the rules required in an exam. So remember, at some point in time you have a mathematical table. Some of the formulas are there in the mathematical tables that you don't have to master. Like the formulas for getting areas, volumes of common solids, and even trapezium and intermediate. There is even a diagram elaborated further what it means. So don't forget, as you are going to an exam, remember you have mathematical table. When the equation is used, mathematical use. The 7th edition, is it the 7th edition? It has got some little changes compared to the 5th and the 6th. You might not realize now because some of the workings that you do bring similar solutions to the ones in the 5th edition. But NEC is very funny. In that particular year, they may bring a question whose value is different in the 7th edition and in the 6th edition. And also different in the calculator. We are aware that students can use a calculator in performing questions starting based on mathematical tables. Take your time and read. Read and write the answers that you get. Allow me to mention something about content. There are many students are seriously mathematically suffering, but I don't believe you are at this juncture because your teachers have gone through with you in various areas. But as we move towards the exam, students always are affected by this disease. work, and then we approach exams, I don't know whether you are machines or you are devices. Students suffer from total collapse of memory. Total collapse of memory. So that you present a very simple question to a candidate, they think beyond the answer. They can't remember that this one is area, height, base, and height. They start writing formulas for differentiation. They start writing formulas for 4/3. The other time we gave some students a paper, and there was an area of, I don't know, cylinder. I saw 4/3 by plus by EDS. This is what students undergo during this time. Mastery of content. They have a problem in mastery of content. They misplace ideas. We want you to make focus, stay relaxed. And most importantly, revise what you have done lately. They are among the content areas that we are going to show you around. So do not be this. Yeah. But we want you to undergo mathematical repentance. Yes. We need students to undergo mathematical repentance so that they don't seriously suffer mathematically, so that they don't become a total collapse. But otherwise, we want students who are pillars of mathematics problems. These are very critical moments of your 8-4 class. The other 4 not yet, but it's a critical moment of your 8-4 system. There is no other KCSE paper for 2024. It is only this one. The next one will be for 2025. Therefore, don't be anxious for nothing. At this time, we have got allures and the snares hovering around. They just want to ensure that whatever content that we are giving, they want to blunt the rules. Many people will come to you. Where's my friend Rolly? Rolly is around. Where's Rolly? They are a very good friend of mine. I told them last year that many people will come around and tell you that we have exam. Give us 100 shillings. Give us 1,000 shillings. Let us please. Don't be brainwashed. It took a lot of 4 years to build that way. Somebody will want to spoil it in less than 1 hour. By simply promising you heaven. If somebody brings a paper that you know this one is there, you want to revise, that should not change your brain. If a question paper is good, you will just find the same question that the one you are revising. Don't put them too much into your brain so that they ensure that they will watch every little concept that the teacher spent time to talk about. That has been one undoing for candidates in the previous part. Now that you are going to be left alone with team administrators, many students will try to become mischievous. They come around with expensive gadgets, waiting for drops of rain from all over. They are trying to interfere with those who are not fully thinking straight. Since from that, there are no leakages, they are nowhere. Even if I had one, I would not want to bring to myself. Why then should I teach you? If I know that when you reach Form 4, I will get access to an exam and I should have stopped teaching and wait. Yes. And that has culminated to the serious career economic crisis we have in Kenya. We don't have shortcuts. The only way is this way. And many students have sold from this school have found it easy outside there because they come out with clean grades they can defend. Get your seat made. Go and do something great outside there. That your math that is big is better than an KFC. So that is part of psychological talk. Let me get them back to what paper 1 entails. This is what you are going to encounter in your paper 1. whether you like it or not. This is what you are going to encounter in your mathematics paper 1. And if we compare the content, like I said earlier, they are based on Form 1 and Form 2 with very little touching based on Form 3 and Form 4. And before giving you the 121 content, there is something we call Bloom's taxonomy. Very important.
Make sure that you have somewhere to write.
Bloom's taxonomy. The centers of neck are not any for students. And no center of mathematics you want students to pay. There is no center that you want students to pay. That is why we say neck papers are standard. If, for example, you compare the paper that is done at Kanga National School, compare the paper that is done at Nyarach and Boy Cabot, you are going to find there are different standards. They are different what? Why? Because the teachers of Kanga are setting papers according to the standards of the school. Yeah? The teachers at Nyarach will set the papers according to the standards of the school. But the good thing about teachers of NEC, irrespective of where you come from, the standard is uniform. The standard is what? Yes. So that it is so very difficult for a student to score a D in mathematics. It is not possible. Right? Because of what we call the Bloom's taxonomy. Bloom's taxonomy is only giving you an, there is always 40% that any student can attempt. Any serious mathematics paper 1 or 2. 40% are simple concepts. 40% are what? If somebody gives you 40%, you are already beyond it. Yes? You are approaching C plus. Yes? So any net paper, you have even seen the one video. If you just gather some questions around, you realize that there is 40% that students can attend. Then with your toughness, you have revised, then there are others you can also grab. So that is the greatest hope that you are supposed to go to that exam. That exam has got some 40% that any one of you can score. And where did those 40% come from? One, evaluation of numerical expression. Evaluation of numerical expression. Evaluation of numerical expression. Evaluation of numerical expression. So under that, you have always remembered the first question in Mark 121. It can either be fraction, it can application of one mark, or number. Number 3, you have negative 8 plus 4 minus 3 divided by 6 minus 6. Yeah, there's a time an examiner set a question like this, and the student failed. And that one takes me to using the calculator. You know, there's a lot of anxiety when you are doing your exam. You press your calculator, it gives an answer of 0, but your hands right. Your brain thinks the answer is 1. The calculator gives 0, but the hands right. The brain can be lying. The hand can equally be lying, and the calculator can equally be doing what? So before going to that, you reset your calculator. You know how to reset? Do you know how to reset? Avoid borrowed time. Why? Borrow their calculator to give 4 days to the hand is also. The reason why we have to be very key. Still very key. So under evaluation of numbers, those are the areas that you expect. And when revising, you don't need to go deep. Pick the paper ones that you have given, around 6 or 5. Look at number number one is either evaluate without using calculus. Simplify a fraction is equal. A decimal that require you put decimal cancel out and then you work out. Always goes at 3 marks. The one always goes at 3 sometimes 4. Applications of LCM and GCD. Applications of LCM and GCD. Another content area that is one. Applications of LCM and GCD. Yeah, this one here requires some interpretation. They are the ones that are direct. They are the ones that are indirect. So that is why, before attempting to answer questions, it's important to understand. But like my other speaker said, we discourage students reading blank. Whatever that you will be writing to earn your mark. So please go ahead and write it. Yeah? Applications in LCM and GCD, very important and very key. Greatest, and the word greatest are used, GCD. But not all the time when you say this LCM. Understand first of all the mind of the example. Most cases this is LCM. When I say most cases, not all cases. There is the other little percentage that the examiner wants you to interpret to understand what the case is. Polygon. That is angle plus plane figure. Polygon. Angle plus plane figure. Yeah, that is a very specific area of concern. And it is, according to next report, it's always challenging to students. And angle plus plane figure. Polygon. So we have revised quite a lot of questions. Another polygon, relationship between angles, number of sides of polygon. Like the one of 2023, examiners, you know, they check the strength of section. When you are given a simple one, you have to remember the formulas. But we have also done with you those ones that require a little of interpretation. So polygon is an area that, as you are revising, reflect on it again. As you pass through your revision, pass by polygon, and check something on number of sides, relationship between angles, interior and exterior. Commercial arithmetic 1. Commercial arithmetic 1. Commercial arithmetic 1. An area that is almost set all the time and is around 3 marks or 4, but students are so lazy on this. You know, sometimes you revise and you think that these are some of the easiest questions that I don't need to check. Yes. Mathematics is not as easy as you think before you finish it. Even if it is written for, ensure you are able to put it down. Under commercial arithmetic 1, we have commission. Currency and exchange rate. Discount profit. Yeah. And particularly the current exchange rate. Yeah, the current exchange rate. We have the, you know, students are mastered. Okay? This is not okay. This is what? This way, eh? Or not that one? Yeah, Kefoset and Fokebu, eh? Is that how you learned it? Yes. Sometimes you find a student beside the papers they have written Fokebu, and then they still get wrong. Why is that? It's not a rhyme scheme or it is not some song. You are supposed to understand the lyrics. A person from a foreign country to Kenya with that currency, the conversion is done using the buying column by multiplying. I've added that end. That end means you use the buying column by multiplying. Eh? Yes. I am from United States. I have $5,000. The moment I reach the borders of Kenya, there's no shop in Kenya in US dollars. So we'll go to the currency exchange and they buy collar by multiply. Same to this one. From Kenya to a foreign country, use the selling collar by dividing. Yes. But be aware of tax duty, be aware of commission. Whenever there is a commission that is charged on whatever amount that an individual comes, then you have to, if it's a commission of 5%, then if I was having $5,000 US, then it remains 95%. The 5% is taken by those people. Whenever there is a tax duty, again that one deducts. So get aware of those. Yeah, get aware of those ones. Then we have this profit discount. Simple questions are tested from there by students pay. That Anyango bought an item at 400 shillings. If Anyango made a profit of 20% by selling or by whatever, find the cost price, find the amount at which Anyango bought the item. These are questions that are simple, but the English is there. Or we are not used to doing them. We pass them intentionally, but they are simple. Then when we are faced with a question in an exam environment, we are not able to give it a right interpretation. You take a lot of time to interpret the 20% profit. Question of human. So as you are going through your revision, you are encouraged to also check on that. Same to commission. Selling goods at 20,000, you get a commission of 5% and an extra commission of 3% for goods above. The word above is important. If you went selling items and you get a commission of 5% on goods up to 20,000, then another commission of 3% on goods above 20,000. There is a difference you are supposed to get. Then questions on commission this way are tested in table form like the income tax. You don't see that in paper 1 and say, hey, it is just commission. You are told between this amount up to that amount a commission of 5%. Between this amount up to that amount, you are Galaxy 1 that we did. I can easily remember number 17. There was a question there of commission that was calculated. You grade that paper and when you are revising something of commission, check how was it supposed to be done. Number 5, ratios, rate, proportion, and percentage. Ratios, rate, proportion, and percentage. I was able to check because sometimes when I'm in the house, I have those papers. Sometimes I just sit down and open the paper 1 and I check it. I have never been to see under ratio, rate of work, proportion, and percentage. It's always there. And it varies between number 17 and 17. Yeah. In the papers that we discussed with you, the last 4, we checked cases simply number 17, there is a question. That one tells you ratios and percentages. 2022 number 17, a contractor transported stone. A contractor wellman charge. There number 17. 3 people are main and those who are contributed the amount to scatter. These are simple concepts that require the knowledge of ratio, rate, proportion. Increase in ratio. If ratio A to B represents an increase, then A is greater than B. Have you read? If I write 5 to 4, this is a sign of increase in ratio. If I have 200 shillings, increase in the ratio 5 to 4, then what am I going to have? 5 over 4 of 200. Not 5 over 9. 5 over 4 what? Decrease in ratio A to B. A is less than B. That is maybe 15 to 16. Yeah, those are equations that are tested under the ratio proportion. Number 6. Yeah, this number 6 students use of mathematics and it's always formal. Use of mathematics. Use of mathematics. I don't know why you fear such questions and you have your mathematics. Right now you are both and you mathematics. You have new one. And it is very sad that the exam may end without you. You would have not gone. It is new and you don't even want anybody to touch it. You want to open it on Tuesday. Then a question appears. Square with the symptom. You can't read. Please let us know how to read cubes from those tables. Cubes. When reading cubes, the numbers are supposed to be standard form. At least 1.0 times 10 raised. Not 0 point. You can't read a cube from 0 point. You have to convert it to standard form. And students forget that if I was having cubes, then you have written there 3.49 times 10 raised to the negative 1. They are only cubing this and forgetting 10 raised to the negative 1. Even 10 raised to the negative 1 is cubed. So after reading this from the table, divide by 1,000. Square root is where challenge comes in. You are not find the square root of 3,004.5 square root. Then as you can count and take the paper, 3.0045. That's standard form. 1 times 10 raised to 3. Let your brain help you a little. You can't get the square root of 10. Yeah, okay? That's why in the table of square root, it is from 0 to 99. 0 to what? It can read any value between 0 to 99. So it means this one is prudent to leave it at part 0.045 times 10 squared. Yeah? This one now, you can read the square root of 10 squared. And you can read this square root directly. Then a problem comes here. This one is not there, but then in the second column, 4.
Sorry. When you try to find the logarithms of trigonometry, how can you do it? You have signed this, then use logarithm tables.
You can read this one from sine. What is sine 54.7? Hiyo namba kwa table, Mama mtu tuingie table. Kuna sine of 55. Hiyo namba ndio utafute dot yake. But you can come later on kama hujaelewa.
As far as marking is concerned, the examiners are aware that the nature of 121.1 from 1 and 2 works most candidates can manage. Therefore, they are punishing any omission of work. Students have a habit of calculating. They are just calculating somewhere. Why do you go back and calculate the exam and work it out in that way? There is the other one, square. You also have to know how to square. Reciprocal. Cube, yeah? I am on this one. Maybe I have 5 into. Maybe 5 is what? 1 over. 1 over. Let's say 5 over 0.0495. The first expression will either see you getting the mark or not. This is 5. What? Right? for what you are looking for. Eh? Is that okay? So you come here and check where you see 27.9 from. Eh? Where you see that 27.9 from, read the number beside it, 3 point something, let's say 3.1. And then if it is at 4, it is 3.14. But if you can't, many cases you may not find that 27.9 directly. But you'll find a value closer to it. You may find there is 28.00 on this side 27.85. But there is no 27.9. So you check between 27.85 and 28.00. Which one is closer to 27.9? Which one is closer? So it means you are going to do subtraction. You subtract this from 27.9, subtract this and check which value is closer to 27.9 than the other. If it is this one, then you read from there. Not to forget, paper 1 we also have logarithm. Here from 2. When I talk of tables, logarithm. Use logarithm tables to evaluate. The first denominator, numerator, denominator, then can square root of 2. Logarithm, the marks are always 4. As you are going to answer questions on that, ensure that you are able to read the logs of those numbers. It will give you a mark. Where there is multiplication, you add their logs. Where there is division, you subtract their logs. Scale drawing. Next. Scale drawing, mostly bearing. Scale drawing and mostly bearing. Scale drawing, mostly bearing. I've said mostly bearing. Mostly does not mean all, mostly bearing. Yeah, in bearing, ensure that you are able to construct the parallel loadings. Yeah, the loadings, the load points that you always construct. So ensure you are able to interpret the scale. Ensure that as you are calculating the distance, convert to the scale given. Then basic construction. Any paper 1, 121/1, in one way or the other, in section 1, you are going to meet a question that requires you to construct those polygons. It can be a rectangle, a triangle, a square, parallelogram, a rhombine, trapezium, or a simple bearing of 3 or 4 marks. Dropping points, proportional division of a line. So under this basic construction, you are required to actually revise something on perpendicular bisector, dropping of perpendicular lines, proportional divisions of a line. Perpendicular bisector, as you'll be looking on the basic construction, perpendicular bisector, dropping of perpendicular line, proportional division of a line. And apart from that, under basic construction, you are supposed to be able to construct angles of multiples of 7.5. Angles of multiples of 7.5 degrees up to 172.5. Multiples, you understand the meaning of multiples? What is that? For example, give you one example of a multiple of 7.5. 7.5, multiple of 7.5 is 30. So in that order. Angles of multiples of 7.5 up to 172.5. They are supposed to be learned. And in dropping of these perpendicular lines, bisectors and trapezium, they can be on various figures. Triangles, rectangles, parallelograms, whatever. Number 9, nets of solids, stroke solids of nets. Nets of solids, stroke solids of nets, including completion of 3D shapes. nets of solids of nets, including completion of 3D shapes. Their trends have since changed in setting quizzes starting based on nets of solids alongside solids of nets, including completion of 3D shapes. Can be given a triangular prism as to draw the net. Examiners are a little bit intelligent this time round. In the previous part, the shape is drawn, then you are asked to draw the net. Or if the net is drawn, you are asked to draw the solid. So we are supposed to compare notes both sides. You draw the net from the solid given, you draw the solid from the net given. Or you are given a solid that is incomplete, then you complete the geometric shape of that. Or sometimes statements are given, like the one for last year, 2022. A statement is given on a hexagon, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, of sides 2.5. Then you are asked to draw the net. So it means you have to know that solid. A hexagonal prism, height 4 centimeters, sides 2.5. So in your mind, you conceptualize and come with the shape, and then you draw its net. Application of laws of indices. 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 Yeah, the examiners always test mostly expressing to common base and also doing some letting. So in most of those your papers, questions of indices have been tested. Gradient and equations of line, a straight line, gradient and equations of a straight line. Gradient and equations of a straight line. Gradients and equations of a straight line. Parallel lines, perpendicular lines, point of intersection, x and y intersect.
So immediately the teacher is done, you will come back to the same spot after break.
Say amen. You are behaving like the teacher did stuff, right? So as soon as we finish, then we come back to the English. Actually, English is very important because our exams are set in one. At one particular time, I remember, our teacher of mathematics wanted to ensure that we understand it. So brought some different, we call them synonyms or what? A different language, and everyone was like, what is the question asking us? Then a good number failed because they only used to solve that. Find area. Now this time around, a lot of English. So a student who can do A easy, you can equally do A plus in math. Because once you have understood the question, you should be able to score. So gradient and equations of lines, and under that I'm saying parallel lines, perpendicular lines, points of intersection, x and y intersect, angle between two lines, x and y axis, angle between two lines, angle between the x and y axis, perpendicular bisector. That perpendicular bisector has a problem. Students don't see it. Whenever there is a perpendicular bisector, what is the difference between perpendicular bisector and perpendicular line? There is one difference and one similarity. Yeah? One similarity is that perpendicular bisector and perpendicular line, all of them are perpendicular lines. Yeah? Is that okay? Then one difference is that one of them is just a perpendicular line, the other one divides the other line into two equal parts. A perpendicular bisector divides a line into two equal parts. So that if that is a line and we are saying this is a perpendicular bisector, this is point A and this is point B. We can get the midpoint. The average of x coordinate and y coordinate. That is a perpendicular bisection. But a perpendicular line is just a line that is perpendicular to the earth. So what they share in common, they are all perpendicular lines. But the little difference, this one is a bisector. It divides the other points into two equal parts. And when you talk about equation of lines, there is a form. You know, like I started by saying, NEC is a standard paper, not set for students of Nyarach Secondary School only. It's set for students across the nation. And therefore, when we examine, we want to ensure that our answers are uniform. So there are those forms in which questions are left. Please read to understand. The examiner says leave it in the form y is equal to mx plus c. Up to now, you are able to understand what that means. Sometimes leave it in the form ax plus by plus c is equal to 0. Or in the form x over a, y over b is equal to 1. Yeah, you should be asked to leave them in that form. Like if I have 2x plus 3y is equal to 6. That is equal to 6. Or is equal to 12. Then man, leave your answer in the form y is equal to mx plus c. You should be able to do that, eh? Leave your answer in the form ax plus by plus c0. You bring the 12 to this side, eh? What about the last one? Leave your answer in the form x over a plus y over b equals to 1. Yeah, what will you do about that? This side you should have 1, eh? This side. So you divide everything by 12. Yeah? Then this one will be x over 2 over 12. The reciprocal, eh? Y over 3 over 12 equals to 1. So that it's reciprocal, we'll take it back to 2 over 12. So as you are revising, check the form in which those equations of lines to the left. Yeah, we have transformation 1. Transformation 1. Very key, transformation 1. Before I mention something on transformation 1, you should not confuse transformation 1 and 2. Transformation 2 is tested only in paper 2, and it touches based on matrices, shear and stretch. Eh? Is that okay? But it can equally have rotation, reflection, and the other. But transformation 1 strictly, this is the content area: reflection, rotation, enlargement, and translation. Reflection, rotation, enlargement, and translation. This can either be on a Cartesian plane or a plane paper. The examiners are changing trend, plane paper or Cartesian plane. So you are supposed to understand reflection. When is a transformation reflection?